Good Saturday morning, everyone. I'm excited today to talk to you about something that we all run into as we start to talk to people. You're going to have people that have objections and concerns and questions. It's very rare that we talk to somebody and right off the bat, they're like, yes, I've been looking for this. That happens sometimes, but more often than not, you're going to run into people that have some questions and obstacles. So today we're going to go through some of those and how to work around them, how to help them through them, so that when you have that happen, it's not such a shock and you can help them to resolve it so that you can move forward rather than having that be the hang up, because it's not a no. Don't just close the book and walk away when they come up with an obstacle. It's not a no. Okay, so one of the most common that we've run into is I don't have the money. So thank goodness to the new program, the new launch that we have with Actives, we're allowing every single person that comes in to have the opportunity to have a 30-day launch to get their business going so that they can come out of the gate profitable. This is a huge benefit for people that don't feel like they have the money right now. They can literally gather the applications over that 30-day period without having to put any money down. And when their credit card runs 30 days later, they're going to start to get paid on the people that they've put in shortly after. And some of those people they talk to might want products right now, and they can actually earn fast start cash without even having put in an order. So this company is so generous. They want to give everybody a hand up regardless of what their start situation is. So this is no longer an obstacle. Okay, I don't have time. How many times do we talk to people and they don't have time? Well, let's face it, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's what we choose to do with it. So if they're running frantic right now, how long can they continue to do that? That to me just tells me that they need to change something in their life, because otherwise they're going to hit a wall, they're going to burn out. If something happens and they can't do their regular job that's taking up all their time, then what? You know, the dog wants time here, the kids are going to want time, they need time for themselves. This is the best way to create time, because with a business like this, you can build it slowly on the side, a little bit here, a little bit there, and start to earn back your time, earn back that precious 24 hours so that you have choices again. Oh, is this a pyramid scheme? No, it's shape of business. The shape of business is a triangle. Help them understand a pyramid scheme is illegal. And I love laughing with people over that. Really, do you think I would show you something that's an illegal scam? No, an illegal scam is based on something that just everybody puts in some money and hopes to get rich. Traditional business is something where a product or a service is trading hands for dollars. And it's the shape of everything. It's the shape of a school. It's the shape of a corporate office. It's the shape of a church. It's the shape of our government. It's the shape of business, starting with someone at the top and then their VPs or their assistant manager, their managers, their assistant managers, however you look at it. Or maybe it's a person who has a child, families look the same way. That's the shape of exponential growth. So don't get hung up on that. Don't go panic and put your head between a couch cushion and just cry because, oh, they think I'm in a scam. No, you're not. No, you're not. Every single dollar that comes out of Actives is based on a product trading hands. So it's absolutely a viable business. People might think you're crazy. You've stooped to network marketing? Really? Oh, no. Guys, there are more millionaires that come out of network marketing than any other industry. When it's done right, it is the purest form of business. And honestly, crazy is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting different results. So if they've been in the same rut for 10 years or 20 years and they're frustrated because it's not getting them where they want to go, that's a little crazy. Doing something different outside the norm, doing something that's unconventional or maybe that you haven't tried before, doing something that your friends and family might not understand, to be able to take control of your finances and your time and be able to take back control of your life. If they want to call that crazy, crazy is pretty awesome. It pays really well and it expands your whole world when you're in a business like this. The people that you meet, the places that you'll get to go, and the whole expansion. I know some people don't understand it, but that's on them. Don't let that stop you, and don't let that stop your people. This is a whole new opening of their life. I'm not sure I can do this. Well, that's the good thing. They're not in business by themselves. They have a whole team. They have people that meet on a daily basis that they can plug into and have personal growth, have skill growth. The company does free trainings. We have all of these tools at our disposal. They don't have to know what to do in the beginning. If they have a good support team, their whole job in the beginning will be just to simply say, are you open to making some more money? Or are you open to hearing about something that could help with that? Are you open to looking at a video? And anybody can do that. I could literally make a sign and hang it around my dog's collar, and she would probably be able to enroll somebody if we went for walks in enough places. It's not rocket science. Anybody can do this if they're willing to get out of their comfort zone and open their mouth. I don't know what to say. What if I don't know what to say? Well, we don't want them to say a whole lot in the beginning. We want them to stick to that little script that we just talked about. Are you open to looking at? Or I'd like to introduce you to my business partner. And use the three-way calls, use those tools, use your upline, take somebody along with you when you do your presentations, because that's how you learn. You don't have to know what to say in the beginning. Your job is simply to point in the direction of the message and not be the message. Oh, the people I know probably wouldn't be interested. We all assume that the people that we know are very happy and content in their spot. They have the nice cars, the nice house, everything's fine, they're all good. Here we've got all these people that they think are dreaming about all these happy things. Well, the reality might look completely different. One guy might have just had a major fight with his wife because finances are not great and she's still spending the way they did a year ago. And he's super frustrated because the economy's changed, the check's not covering as much as it did, and he's very frustrated and he's looking for a way to make some extra to keep up with his wife's spending because he can't stop her. Somebody else might realize that there are pink slips going out at work and they are terrified that there might be one on their desk tomorrow. Somebody else might be frustrated because they want to work at home. They got a little taste of it during COVID and they would really like to be able to do more of that. Now they're back in their corporate job. Everything looks good from the outside, but the reality is they would love to be home with their kids, earning the same amount of money, and they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to replace a corporate salary. So don't judge. The successful people are often going to be your biggest runners in your business because they understand success and they understand business. But if you don't talk to them because you think everything's fine on the outside, you're missing a great opportunity. So don't let people sell their friends down the drain without talking to them. Every single person needs to make money, and every single person over the age of 20 is dealing with inflammation and oxidative stress. You just probably don't hear about it. So we don't want to let these people say no because the people that they know will be hurt by them missing the opportunity. I've done it before and I'm part of the No Friends Left Club. You've probably run into a few people like that or felt like that yourself. Well, if they've done it before, I always tell them, great opportunity to go back and talk to those people again. They're like, oh, no, they won't do anything with me again. But from my perspective, don't they deserve a win? If they trusted this friend enough to go down the path with them once or twice or 3 times and trust them to try something, don't those people deserve to be in a company that has all of the factors in place, that is based on integrity, that has incredible science, and that has a compensation plan that will reward them for generations? This is a disruptive company that is bringing epigenetics into the medical space. It is literally going to disrupt the medical field. It's absolutely groundbreaking. Don't they deserve to be in the top, in the front of something that can be a huge wave like that? So don't judge your friends. Don't just discount them because maybe they got frustrated too. This is different. Show them how it's different. Show them how this can be the win that they wanted 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 10 years ago, whenever it was. You still have friends. Don't discount them. They deserve a chance. Oh, no. Only the people that get early on those things make the money. Well, newsflash, we're really, really early in the United States. Yes, they've done almost 100 million in South America, but if your friends speak English and not Spanish, or your friends live in the United States and not Mexico, or you have contacts in other countries that it's not in yet, Newsflash, you get to be one of those early people. So that ups your odds of making the big money. Don't you want your chance? Oh, I'm scared. I just don't know if I have it in me. Well, good thing for you, Actives provides programs for that. We have a Rev call every single morning where we teach people personal growth and we help them get out of their comfort zone. We help them try new things and realize that they have leadership within them. We have a team that walks you through step by step, so you're not in this by yourself. You don't have to be feeling like you're out on an island. You have a team, upline, downline, and crossline that are all around you cheering you on, that are going to walk you through step by step. I actually ran into this just last week, and that was my comment to her. Do you trust me? Do you know that I will help you? Do you trust that I have teams standing by that you're going to love? And you're going to find people that you love that will walk you through, that will be by your side, that will be cheering you on. We have great podcasts we can refer you to. There's great training that we can help you with. And if you're willing to be teachable and you like people, which she did, you can do this. So just help them put their fears to rest. These things don't work. Well, newsflash, they do. There are millions and millions of dollars created in this industry. It's one of the biggest industries. In fact, I would say it's probably into the billions. I probably should have done the research on that. There is so much money being made through this industry. Literally thousands of people every minute are joining a network marketing company around the world. And a lot of those people are getting to the top, changing their lives, getting out of the rut that they were in and taking back control of their finances in a way that they couldn't do in any other industry. This literally provides a platform where anybody can create wealth, anybody can create generational wealth. Everybody has the possibility to create passive income, residual income that comes in month after month after month. And there are more millionaires created here than in the professional athletes and the movie industry combined. So if they don't have it in them to go to the NBA or the NFL, and they don't have it in them to be a superstar on screen in Hollywood, this is their best chance, because we don't care. We don't care what they look like or their background or their title. We just want them to follow simple steps, be teachable, and do the work to do the personal growth in order to get to that higher resonating level so that the money can come. Because you have to grow yourself to be able to be on that same level with the money as it comes. That's a whole nother conversation, but the thing does work. The question is, will the person do the work? The industry works. I don't really know anyone. Usually this is a cop-out, but every once in a while you find somebody that they open your phone and really they only have 10 people in their contact list. Well, we've run into this before, and truly anybody can do this, because honestly, most of my friends and family said no. Even with our past and our history and our track record, most of our friends and family just aren't interested. So most of our contacts have come through people that we've met here and there in random places, or even cold contacts that we've met at the grocery store, the gas station, or at a shopping center. You just don't know who's going to be interested. So if people don't have a huge contact base to start from, it means they're going to have to learn the skills to be able to talk to a stranger faster. Doesn't mean that they can't do it. It just means they're going to have to do it a little differently. What if they have an objection or a question that you just can't handle? Well, I'm not sure about that, but I have a great resource that I can check with. Do you mind if I get them on the phone really quick and we'll ask them and then we can learn together? That's a great time for a three-way call. If you can't answer the objection, pull in your sponsor. Pull in somebody from your team and introduce them. Make sure that you're doing the three-way call right. That also is another call for another day. Make sure you're edifying the person that you're talking to as well as the person you're putting them on with, because they don't know each other. So introduce them so that they can have that connection, and then let them know, so-and-so, I was talking to this new person that I'm working with, and they had a question about this and this, and I'm just not sure how that works. Can you explain it to both of us? And then listen. Don't pipe in. You ask for an expert, let them be the expert, and just listen and take notes so that when that objection comes up again, you have the answer. Learn key phrases when you're talking to people. Don't just keep going round and round with them. hoping that they'll eventually say, I want to do this. That doesn't happen very often. We have to ask the right questions. Is there anything that would keep you from signing up today? Is a great question because it pulls out those objections fast. It pulls out any obstacle they might be running into so that you can deal with it. Otherwise, you don't know why they're not signing. They're going round and round, and eventually they can just get lost or forgotten about, and you lost a really good potential person that you could have followed up with and brought in. If there is something that's keeping them from signing up today, help them resolve it. Listen and help them find a solution. Or you can use a phrase like, I know how you feel. I used to think the same thing, or I used to feel the same way, but this is what I found. I know you're afraid. I used to feel the same way. But when I got into actives, I found that the team here is so supportive and so wonderful. And I've been on this personal growth path. And now I'm doing things I never thought possible. Now I'm doing things I never thought I could do. Relate with them and then show them how there is a way to help them here at Actives. Don't panic. When they have an objection or a concern or a question, it doesn't mean no. It means put them through this process, listen to the objection, and then help them resolve their concerns. It's just a process and a part of the signing up. Don't let it derail you. Be a good listener. Handle each objection and answer it. Don't skirt it, answer it. And if you can't, involve that third party. Every person that we know needs better health. And every person we know right now could use some extra money, because regardless of how much they're making, most people spend every bit. So if they're making $2,000, they're living on all of it. If they're making $10,000, they're living on all of it. If they're making $50,000, I hate to say it, but they're probably living on all of it. It's just human nature. So most people, not everybody, but most people aren't diversifying it properly. They're not saving for a rainy day. And so as inflation is going up and the cost of gas has doubled and the cost of milk has doubled and the cost of almost all the major groceries have doubled. I went to a secondhand thrift store the other day and their prices had doubled. And that just blew my mind because their process has not gone up in cost. It's donations only. Everybody is feeling the need and the right to double their prices, whether they deserve it or not. So as a result, we're all feeling it. It's something that everybody needs. Everybody needs the money and everybody needs the better health. If they're not saying yes right now, it's not the right time for them. And if it's not the right time, then ask them, can I circle back and keep you posted on my progress? A lot of times they'll say yes. So put them on a callback list and call them back 4 or 5 or 6 months later. If you have time, if your business isn't too big, sometimes people miss out because they're not in the right place at the right time. But if you have some time and you're ready to enroll again, go back and circle back with them and just let them know what's happening. You can't say enough of the right things to the wrong person. So if they just really are not interested, you trying to twist their arm to get them in, we're not trying to twist their arm. We are trying to answer their objections and let them make a proper decision. But I don't try and coerce anybody. And if they just want to be a customer, I don't try and upsell them to be a distributor. I want them to be ready for this and be excited when they become a distributor so that they can run. If the answer is a really strong not now or no, which just means not now when I hear it, always ask them for referrals. Who do they know? Who do they know that would like to make an extra $1,500 a month? Because even though they've got their defenses up, everybody around them needs it. Everybody around them needs it. So who do they know that's entrepreneurial? Who do they know that owns their own business or has been successful in business or would like to own their own business? Who do they know that's great with people or that's a connector? That's the person who knows everybody in town. They all know those people. And if you can work through them to their people, a couple of things can happen. You can take some of those leads, and if some of them sign up, you can go back to the person and say, hey, you told me about Jen and Bill, and they are so excited. It's only fair that you get some credit for that. Are you sure you don't want to look at this again? And they very well might jump in because now they've got some fear of loss, right? They want those leads underneath them. So you might be able to get 3 out of a no. And if you don't, you've still got Jen and Bill, and you've still got people to work with that you didn't know before. And everybody has a short list of people that are amazing, that have done network marketing before, that have the potential to go to the top, that are just those connectors that get life, that everything's in place. And if they'll give you those names, you have a gold mine, because really that's what you're looking for from every new person, is their strongest leads, because that builds stability down through your team. So who do they know? Don't be afraid to ask them, because they're sitting on a gold mine, whether they know it or not. Those are some of the things that we've come in touch with. If you come across other objections and you don't know how to handle them, pull in a three-way call, pull in your enroller, pull in some upline support. That's it for today. I hope that helps you along your way as you're talking to people. It is a process. Signing people up is a multi-step process, and they're likely to have several objections along the way. If you'll professionally work them through each one, you'll see that eventually the day will come that nothing will stop them from enrolling. It'll be the right time, and you can move forward with helping them build their business. Thanks everybody for being with us today. Have a great Saturday.